Uh, I just heard this terminology, man, which is fucking is that's booyaka. That's bingo. Was his name-o. You know what I'm saying? That's bingo. Was his name-o. Uh, a false flag factory is exactly what I've been talking about forever, dude. It's like, look, the whole Flint Town Stabber psyop. I mean, when the Flint Town Stabber was happening and I was getting gang stalked, like everywhere I went, there was fucking agents everywhere trying to entrap me into some kind of criminality. Yeah, I might have been drinking and getting high and all that, but I mean and I was going through some hard times because my dad died, and I was truly sorrowful in my heart and soul, and these people took advantage of that and tried to provoke me into some kind of criminality. And they're called think tanks. A think tank is the brain of a joint task force operation. All right, you can go back to Operation Northwoods of the 60s and the continuity of government, Oliver North, COINTELPRO, the Operation Mockingbird. These are all correlated topics because how COINTELPRO and Mockingbird work in some ways is that they target a group and then they present a leader with a talk show, some kind of platform to gather in patsies in a way. And then their leader from the beginning is just feigning that he's fucking got allegiance to the people that he's catering to, but in all actuality, he's a Pied Piper type of a guy who's going to... They need some sucker with a weak mind to take their suggestive commands and do them because they have a whole fucking group that watch this gatekeeper guy and his followers, and if the follower receives the message, you know what I'm saying, and acts upon, then that's the pretext for them to run in and bust them, like the underwear bomber or the Chicago Trade Center terrorist informant that they had, the FBI did. This is right now. You got something called Citizen Corps, and Citizen Corps was talking about what if there was a disaster in a movie theater. It was right in a magazine, in like a woman's magazine. See, men would never read this type of shit. I mean, even if I was taking one of those and I was and that magazine was there, I wouldn't look at it. You know what I'm saying? But so it was right there under our noses, man. Citizen Corps. This was in like 2008. I don't remember when the Batman shooter or the Joker shooter in the movie theater happened, but look, this woman, the head of the Citizen Corps, she says all they do is make up scenarios and they make up drills. And we see all the time they do drills and they report them as real. Like I heard a teacher and a student, two students and a teacher got smoked by a terrorist. Yeah, right, that's Citizen Corps. I bet you no one died. Computer algorithm generated profiles of people, man. I mean, these ain't even real people. Sometimes you can just look at their names and be like, wait a second, that name just... they sound almost like Indian names. Like Peter White Kettle. Or, you know, like weird shit. Like, I just made that up. I don't know anyone named Peter White Kettle. But, I mean... Some of the people's names that happen in terror, acts of terror. They got these names that just don't, there's no harmonics to them. It sounds like an inanimate, non-human, it's seriously, it's like the lottery. Like you take a bunch of names and words and you put them inside of a fucking big lottery machine and shake them up and you pull out two things and whatever comes up is what the computer puts out to us, and it writes a fucking article about it, and it spins the whole story from the top to the bottom like it's got CGI fucking newscasters that parrot the narrative from the false flag factory. Uh, I'm about sick of fucking false flags, man. You know what I'm saying? And everyone else should be at this point too. And I mean, some people, you're not that fucking stupid, man. You just know something's going on and you're playing dumb. You know what I'm saying? Most people are just playing dumb. All the cops, you know about the drills. You know about FLETC. How you got, yeah, maybe when you're under city jurisdiction, you got to keep it cool. But really, even if you go all the way in and start becoming a murderous RoboCop, you got the FLETC to back you up. The Fed makes you puts you under FEMA powers, which means you basically are a fucking enforcer of the New World Order whenever they call that favor in. You know what I'm saying? You're not a protector. You're not a peace officer. You're actually... It's like, look, they might tell you you're helping hold the peace. But look, peace down the barrel of a gun is world conquest. It's not really peace, brother. So, and once again, it's like you should know that there's funny monkey business going on behind the scenes. You know this. So you can't act all afraid of everyone when you know it's all the ruse. You know what I'm saying? You know this is a fucking ruse. You know what I'm saying? You know these are drills, active shooter drills. Integrated capstone event. Like Sandy Hook. And look, if you truly was, a justice officer, you would be going after the people who did 9/11, the false fucking flag. It's like, look, you know, it's like the shit is transparent. I mean, only people are too busy, man, with regular life to pay attention. Aren't aware of this, man. But most people are really. It's like your funny business is just it's way too overboard, man. It's like you guys are flamingly totalitarian, flaming totalitarians. You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, look, it's not a crime to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. That's just, look, whether I'm right or wrong, it's my fucking opinion. That's what I see. That's what the evidence is showing me. I'm just a detective, just like you. You know what I'm saying? And I see, this is what the evidence is saying. The evidence is saying is you guys are involved. You know what I'm saying? This is a premeditated crime. This is RICO. This is bigger than RICO. This is fucking, this is traitors, man. What is that called? Man, what is that called, man? It's basically almost like espionage, man. Shit like that. It's like you guys are working with foreign powers against your own country. The UN, that is a foreign power. You're going to make a covenant with a foreign power against your own country. What is that called? That's called treason. Yeah, that's we live under a treasonous fucking people. These treasonists. You will side with the treasonists. Listen, they get paid to betray you. And you will side with them. You will side with betrayers to protect you. When their whole job is to look you in the eye and say, no, we're not going to do that. And then they do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's like, look. As sad as it is, I don't want to believe it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm just fucking batshit crazy. I hope someone slipped the peyote in my coffee. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? It's like after the shit goes down, I'm not gonna say I told you so. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, I mean. After all of us are gone, all the nuisances, all totalitarian regimes, after they conquer their political enemy, they turn in on themselves. So just be careful who you give your allegiance to and your loyalty, because you want to give your loyalty to those that betray and those who are what is that called, man? Benedict Arnold, man. Traitors. So, I mean, that's another biblical sign, too, in the end times that people will be traitors. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's a way to part ways without betrayal. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's if that's what you want, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why don't you guys go to a different country and start your own totalitarian regime there? You know what I'm saying? And repent from your evils. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm speaking mostly to the higher ups here. It's like, repent of your evils. You know what I'm saying? And since you're so multinational, go to another national. And you know what I'm saying? Go to somewhere where they like that. Like, go to communist China and join them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, right, they won't let you join because that's what they're fucking totalitarians. Why would you even want to join them anyway? You know what I'm saying? But that's what you want, so go over there and see how that flies over there. And use that as fucking a trial run to see how things are gonna work. You know what I'm saying? You go over there and join up with them and live under them. You know what I'm saying? And see how much you like it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this shit is fucking stupid, man. I mean, it's like, you can't trust nothing coming off the mainstream media because it's basically like a fucking computer AI program. Skynet is really manufacturing reality as it goes. They're making it up as they go along. I mean, that's a lot of the stuff you see. It's like, man, that don't make no sense because it don't make no sense because it's not fucking true. It's a total fucking fabrication. It's fabric. It's Hollywood, man. It's Disney. It's Disney. It's the little pointy hat like this with the Mickey Mouse with the pointy hat and the fucking stars. Look, it's fucking fairy tales, man. It's fairyland. Yeah, in this bitch, it's Toontown. Like literally. Like, look, the mainstream narrative is Toontown. Do 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 do. And I mean, look, I'm trying to maintain against this insanity. It's like the Toontown generated beat, the alien heartbeat. I'm trying to resist that tune. You know what I'm saying? I can't help it because it makes me freaking sick. It's like, I mean, and once again, and this is another way their false flag factory works. Through fears, like, they're going to make people so afraid that they're going to try to act out of self-preservation. And then, therefore, they'll be like, see, this is why we did the false flags in the first place, was to protect us from them. But, listen, that's called coercion in a way as well. So these guys, not only do they do actual fake drills, but they also coerce real people who are acting in a sort of a self-preservation. But it's kind of a fear-based self-preservation, and also it's based on these false flags where they believe there's some fucking terrorist guy waiting to jump out of every freaking tree, you know what I'm saying, with some kind of satchel charge. And that's not really true. That's fucking, that was Hollywood magic. That was the Hollywood magic wand, and that was fairy dust sprinkled over your eyes, man, by these freaking witches, warlocks, wizard, sorcerer, magician, government magicians. You know what I'm saying? The magicians of Pharaoh are really, man, whipping you up into a mystic frenzy. And look, and trust me, before I realized it was all a fucking magic trick, it's a magic show. It's like, I used to get whipped up a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I've been hit with a lot of sticks by this fucking, being a TI and like being the Flint Town Stabber. I'm not the Flint Town Stabber, but I feel that whole psyop was modeled after me, and somehow they used me as some kind of prop in their fucking war game, their simulation war game. I mean, that's really what that is, man. That's fucking, that's too much psychological freaking manipulation, man. So I mean, look, there's gonna be side effects from that now. You know, and now I'm really suspicious and skeptical of everything that I see, with good cause too, though.